Hey everyone, it's your host Stacey Ike, and I'm here with Black Hollywood Live, and we're in the OWN office, so sitting with Flex and Shanice, hanging out for their new reality show that premieres on July 11th. You guys better be ready. How are you guys doing?
We are great. We're excited for season 2 premiere.
Yes, we're super excited. I'm nervous and excited all at the same time.
So we got to see the promo today. Was that you guys' first time seeing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
What do you think?
I was like, wow.
I was like, wow, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
There's never a dull moment,
right.
you know, in our home.
Is there any part of that you feel like you were a little nervous to see and you didn't expect to see? You thought they didn't put that in the, weren't going to put that in the show, or all of it you were like, yes, all of that I wanted everyone to know about?
I think everything we've done, we just were like, hey, we film it, so obviously we know it's going to be shown. So when we put it out there, we want it to be seen.
Yeah, everything. I think they did a great job summing it all together. So they did a great job putting it together.
Yeah, putting all the pieces together.
Putting all the pieces together.
Yeah,
That's what
So I have to say that seeing the promo, hanging out with you guys for the Q&A, I have such a different perspective on your show overall. Of course, I got to, see season 1, but I didn't get to meet you guys, and I'm not gonna lie, there were some slight tears in the back, because it's just, you guys are so transparent that is extremely hard to find in Hollywood. What made you do that? What made you decide to put your best foot forward?
Well, we felt like we had a story to tell, and after we went through our hardest times, my husband said, now, because first of all, I always want to say this, I begged him for years to do a reality show, and he turned me down for 7 years. Yeah. And after we went through our hardest times, my husband said, you know what, this is the right time, because now we actually have a story to tell. And I wanted to inspire people, and I wanted people to know that, don't give up, don't lose hope. And I hope that's what people will get out of the show. Like, I hope that we can inspire others to keep pushing and to never give up.
Yep.
Okay, so 7 years later, everyone's going to ask you what changed, but really, what changed from the beginning to, hey, we should put our lives out there, to, yeah, I'm ready to sign on?
Like she said, knowing that we had a story to tell, and also this is something that we created, and we got a crew, and shout out Sizzle Reel, partnered up with Lynch Dyson, and we had a vision of what we wanted already. You can't script or create our household. You know what I mean? Right. That's what it is. We knew what we wanted to do. We knew who each person was, and so I just felt that it was the right time, and we had, like she said, we had a story to tell, and I was over that fear of, oh man, they won't take me serious as an actor, and I just got over that fear, because I said, you know what, I can't, and I'm one person who, I just believe that, fear it's not even real. It's our own thoughts that paralyze us. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna step out and just bear it all. And she said, okay, baby, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. In that time that you guys were going through, do you consider it a rough patch? Do you consider, you said a dry spell, there's definitely dry.
Yeah, how you gonna call it?
Who did you turn to? Did you find that? You guys were both very big, in your fields. Did you feel like you could turn to maybe old cast members or producers or old friends, or did you feel like there was nobody there to turn to?
Actually, of course, we turned to God. We prayed our way through it. But I'm not going to put any names out there, but God did bless us with, we call them our angels. Yeah. And, people like during our hardest times would say, here's some money for your rent, here's some money for your gas, here's some groceries, here's this, that. So
just to see people's hearts just move like that, and it still touches me. I when people say there's no good people out there left, that's not true. Because there are a lot of good people, and we're just thankful, and it's such a list of people, but we've thanked them in the best way we could, which in the first season we had our thank you dinner and gratitude dinner, and I can't put it into words. Yeah.
With social media out right now, people, saying some great stuff about your show and how it's helping. Of course, there's negative Nancy's as well. Yeah. What are the common misconceptions you guys have read or seen and want to clear up?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I've heard a couple people say, "Man, ain't enough drama," or "We need," and I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah. If anything, we hear that it's super clean, know, and I'm like, that's who we are. Right. Yeah. We can't be anything but who we are. But for the most part, I've heard so many positive reactions that
way
more positive. I can't even think of something that, other than that we're too nice. Yeah. That's the only thing I actually heard.
That's it, because everybody, you sitting there and it's like, okay, you say something, but the majority of them are going through it and they got to be like, man, you know what?
I can relate.
That is real. Yeah. That's real right now, So, we haven't experienced a lot of that.
What's the hardest thing about being a celebrity?
The hardest thing...
Perception.
Yeah, like you can't just walk out, go to the grocery store, and with a scarf on your head, and
for women it's hard.
Yeah, for me, you have to keep yourself looking nice because you might be at the gas station. So I'm like, can I take a picture? And then you have this terrible picture of yourself online. So that's been the hardest part. You're just trying to keep myself presentable, and you can't just run out the door looking any old kind of way.
I'll put some sweats on and a t-shirt in a minute. Right. But I think it's perception. I think it's a lot of people, especially people that have opened up to us, that are going through it, have to put on that facade that they're not going through, that they still got it all going on, and let me have this dope car, let me have this and all this jewelry,
and they're struggling, and they're embarrassed to to say it, but so they're trying to play a role, and
exactly.
And how did you guys overcome that? I mean, that's a real thing in Hollywood.
Once we decided to say let's do it, we just broke free all that, and there is freedom in truth.
Yeah, it was like therapy for us. Like it actually helped us.
Yeah,
definitely. So what's something people don't understand about the comedy world and then the music world before you get in? What's something people may not know
about the comedy world? I mean, you got to put the work in. It's you don't just jump up and. It's all. Then next, you're doing a special, and you got all these movies. You got to put the work in. And the great thing about the comedy world is that, for me, it's my therapy session, and I'm just, I got public therapy. I'm talking to people and telling them what I'm going through, and they're relating in their lives, and I think that's the magic of comedy, and that's the healing in comedy, because. I'm saying what they can't say, and they can relate and they laugh and go, "That's funny," but I couldn't say it. Right.
What's your advice to your kids right now who are pursuing acting, singing, the entertainment world? What's your initial advice before they, hit the stars?
Advice would be, you have to love yourself, because this industry could really tear you apart. Yeah. It's very competitive. I see my husband goes out on auditions for, a lot of things, and he has tough skin, but like for our kids, like they have to know, okay, if I don't get that part, the next one, I'll just, you gotta let it kind of brush off your shoulders, because it could really mess you up. And so I say you have to love yourself, believe in yourself, have let me see.
That's why we
and you have to, like he said, you have to put in the work.
Yeah, and
you have to put in the work.
And we pour so much love into them so that they know you have love. Don't go searching for it in this industry.
Right, and then you can't just depend on the industry. You have to know that there's more to life than that, because if I didn't have other things to like think about and put my mind on, if it was only about the industry, I think I would have had a nervous breakdown by now. Right. So you have to find other things that you're interested in as well.
Okay. So lastly, you guys are both taking another leap towards your careers, all these different projects. How was it filming your producer session with Neo, or, your new graphic novel in the store? How was that filming your dreams in front of everybody?
Filming with Neo was so much fun. I was so nervous going into it because I'd never met him before. So I didn't know if he was going to have on his dark shades. Like, yeah, I'm Neo, you know. But he was so super cool. Like he said, look, he said, I don't have no egos or, you know, and right away we just clicked and I had a great time. And just watching him write, like he wrote a verse in like 5 minutes, like off the top of his head. I've never seen anybody write as fast as Neo. Like, so I was watching and just learning from him. Mm-hmm.
And for me, just with the graphic novel, just that being a long time dream of mine. I've been a comic book head since I was little. Mm-hmm. And for that to come to fruition and partner with Lion Forge and Dave Stewart, whom we met through a friend, Angela, she just hooked us up and said, I think you guys need to talk. I'm like, okay. So we started talking. I told him this idea. And originally I'm thinking, you know, he does movies. And he's like, oh, no, we don't do movies. We do, you know, graphic novels. I said, oh, man, well, what do you think about this? And he was like, you know what? I like that. And to see it happen, you know, unfold, it's amazing. It blows me away, you know. And it just shows that, you know, because a lot of people say, oh man, we just, you know, hold on and just pray and wait to see what happens. But, you know, I believe in, you know, praying, meditating, and moving into action. Like if we'd have just been like praying and just say, oh, we're going to wait, you know, I don't think anything would happen. Right. You know, we had to move on it. Like she had to move on the dreams and stuff in her. So I call up, you know, Molly, who I met, you know, through someone else, right. You know, Terry Vaughn, you know, the actress. Yeah. And that it just everything just fit the way it was supposed to fit.
I love that. Well, congratulations, you guys. This is going to be incredible. Second season. Anything lastly you want people to know about the season? Popcorn, kettle popcorn, regular popcorn. I mean, how do we watch this?
Grab your kettle corn, you know.
Just be ready to laugh, cry. Love. I mean, we're gonna take you on. It's on
it's a roller coaster.
Yeah, emotional roller coaster ride. Yes. So, just
get ready.
So get ready, people. July 11th. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.